The Realized Desire, Neville Goddard. Discover the art of embracing the emotions associated with the fulfillment of your wishes. When assumed and sustained, these feelings materialize the desired state, allowing you to manifest everything you seek. This underscores the importance of watching until the end. Enjoy the content, show your appreciation with a like, and subscribe to the channel for more insightful videos. This principle elucidates why faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. It also clarifies the concept of calling the unseen into existence, transforming the invisible into the visible. By assuming the feelings of a fulfilled wish and persisting in that emotional state, the objectification of your desire occurs. Prayer, a practice rooted in believing despite sensory denials, primarily influences the subconscious. Through prayer, the subconscious is prompted to accept the realized desire, progressing deductively and logically toward its rightful culmination. A disciplined individual ensures that external circumstances only become causes if they trigger desirable states of consciousness. Leveraging the law of reversibility, such a disciplined person shapes their world by focusing on envisioning and feeling only the beautiful and praiseworthy. Understanding that the Savior of the world is not a person but the manifestation of what would bring healing to the sick, sustenance to the hungry, and water to the thirsty, the disciplined individual assumes the feelings associated with the fulfilled wish. The spiritual aspect communicates with the natural through the language of desire. Progress in the actualization of dreams hinge on promptly obeying this inner voice, as obedience without hesitation immediately signifies the assumption of the wish fulfilled. Desiring a different state, as expressed by Pascal, you would not have sought me if you had not already found me. By embodying the emotions tied to the fulfilled wish and then living and acting upon that conviction, one reshapes the future in alignment with their assumptions. Assumptions have the power to evoke their affirmations. When an individual assumes the feelings of a wish fulfilled, their three-dimensional self instinctively navigates paths to realize that end, unveiling methods for its manifestation. I find no clearer method for actualizing desires than mentally experiencing, with vivid realism, what one would encounter physically upon achieving their goal. The most potent way to bring a desire into reality is to embrace the sensations of the wish fulfilled and, in a relaxed, drowsy state, repeatedly recite a short phrase, akin to a lullaby, expressing gratitude, as if acknowledging a higher power for the accomplished fulfillment. However, for a conscious projection into a dimensionally broader realm, it's essential to persist in this practice until sleep naturally takes over. Through imaginative experiences vividly resembling reality, one paves the way for the physical realization of their aspirations, translating what was once confined to imagination into tangible existence. We designate things as desiring and embrace the sensation of our wish being fulfilled. Unlike the three-dimensional world where there exists a gap between our assumption and its materialization, in the dimensionally larger realm, our assumption is instantly realized. External reality mirrors our assumption promptly. Here, there is no need to wait for 4 months until the harvest. We envision again as if we see, and lo and behold, the fields are already ripe for harvest. In this dimensionally larger world, there is no need for struggle. Prepare, stand still, and witness the salvation of the Lord with you. Why does this larger world move slowly through our three-dimensional reality? Through the power of imagination, we can shape our world in accordance with our desires. See as if you are seeing, listen as if you are hearing, extend your hand and imagine as if you have touched, and your assumptions will solidify into facts. The subconscious accepts as true what you feel is true. As creation is the outcome of subconscious impressions, your feelings determine creation. You already embody what you aspire to be, and your reluctance to believe in it is the sole reason you do not perceive it. Searching externally for what you don't feel you are is a futile endeavor, as we only discover what we are. In essence, you only possess what you are conscious of being or possessing. To those who already possess, more is given. Denying the evidence of the senses and adopting the feeling of the wish fulfilled is the path to realizing your desire. Mastery of self-control over your thoughts and feelings stands as your greatest accomplishment. Nothing hinders you from reaching your goal except the failure to feel that you are already what you wish to be or already possess the sought-after thing. Your subconscious gives shape to your desires. Only when you feel your desire is fulfilled, as in heaven, so on earth, as in the subconscious, so on earth. Everything you are conscious of before sleep becomes the measure of your expression in the two-thirds waking life on earth. You must consistently feel the wish fulfilled before drifting into sleep. You never draw from the depths of yourself what you want, you always draw what you are, and you are what you feel to be. Just as what you feel is true for others manifests, so the desire must be resolved in the feeling of being, having, or witnessing the sought-after state. This is achieved by assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled, the sensation that arises in response to the question, how would I feel if my desire were realized? The realization of your desire comes to fruition by assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Failure is impossible unless you fail to convince yourself of the reality of your desire. A shift in belief is confirmed by a shift in expression. The waking individual is in a state of upheaval to express subconscious impressions. If in the past, one impressed oneself wisely, then it is time to begin altering thoughts and feelings, for only through this transformation will the world change. Do not squander the moment of repentance, as reflecting with feeling on past errors is to influence oneself positively. Let the inactive handle their own affairs. Disregard outer appearances and embrace the emotions you would experience if you were already the person you aspire to be. The emotions you cultivate manifest in your reality. The character you portray on the global stage is shaped by your self-perception. By feeling the fulfillment of your desire and peacefully drifting into sleep, you position yourself as the lead actor in the earthly drama unfolding tomorrow. While asleep, rehearsed and guided in your role, the acceptance of the desired outcome automatically charts the course for its realization. Be certain of this. If, as you prepare for sleep, you do not consciously immerse yourself in the state of the wish fulfilled, you will carry into the realm of dreams the cumulative reactions and feelings of the waking day. During slumber, instructions will be given on how to express these in the events of the upcoming day. Upon waking, you may believe you are an independent agent, unaware that all the day's actions and events have already been scripted by your sense of identity. As you fell asleep, your only liberty was the freedom to react. You can choose how to feel and respond to the day's unfolding drama, but the script, actions, events, and circumstances are predetermined unless you deliberately define the mental attitude with which you will slumber. Subconsciously, you will sleep in the mental state shaped by all the feelings and reactions of the day. Unless a seed falls to the ground and dies, it remains alone, but if it dies, it brings forth abundant fruit. The self-image you hold as you drift into sleep is the seed planted in the soil of the subconscious. Sleeping with contentment and joy results in the sprouting of conditions, actions, or objects in physical reality. Therefore, sleep while feeling the wish fulfilled, for as within consciousness, so in the physical world. Prayer is less about requesting and more about preparing to receive. Whatever you desire, when you pray, believe that you have already received it, and you will. The only prerequisite is that you trust your prayers have already been answered. Your prayer will be fulfilled if you assume the feeling you would have if your desires were already accomplished. At the point of accepting your desire as a fulfilled reality, the subconscious mind devises means for its realization. To pray effectively, you must surrender to the wish, experiencing the wish fulfilled. The person with perfect self-discipline is always aligned with desire as an accomplished fact. Understanding that consciousness is the sole reality and that thoughts and feelings are tangible aspects of consciousness, as real as physical objects, they avoid harboring feelings that do not contribute to their happiness, recognizing that feelings are the creators of their life's events and circumstances. All that is required is to induce a receptive state and feel the wish fulfilled. Everything you may require or desire is already yours. You don't need any external assistance to bestow it upon you. It is already within your possession. Materialize your desires by envisioning and feeling your wish fulfilled. When the end is embraced, you become indifferent to potential failure because the acceptance of the end dictates the means toward that end. As you exit the moment of prayer, it's akin to witnessing the joyful and successful conclusion of a play, even if the steps leading to that conclusion were not revealed. Yet, having observed the outcome, regardless of the prior sequences, you remain composed and assured. Understanding that the final outcome has been clearly defined, undergo a transformation through the renewal of your mind. To experience transformation, the entire framework of your thoughts must undergo a shift, but your thoughts cannot evolve without the infusion of new ideas, as your thinking is rooted in your ideas. Initiating any transformation begins with a fervent and passionate desire to undergo a change. The primary step in renewing the mind is cultivating a strong desire. You must yearn to be different and act as if you were before embarking on the process of self-change. Subsequently, you need to make your envisioned future a present reality. Achieving this involves adopting the sensation of having your wish already fulfilled. By aspiring to deviate from your current self, you can create an image of the person you aspire to become and firmly believe that you are already embodying that persona. If this conviction persists until it becomes your prevailing sentiment, the realization of your envisioned self is inevitable. The ideal version of yourself that you anticipate manifesting is always prepared for realization, but without offering it a sense of human connection, it remains incapable of coming to life. Hence, your mindset must align with the desire to express a heightened state. Only you can take on the responsibility of giving life to this new and elevated version of yourself. While giving birth to your ideal, keep in mind that mental and spiritual understanding follow distinctly separate paths. This realization is truly comprehended by perhaps only one person among a million. To understand the concept of security, you must be conscious of being secure. Therefore, to embody a new and elevated version of yourself, you must presume that you are already what you aspire to be and live with faith in this presumption that is not yet embodied in the fabric of your life. Trusting that this fresh value or state of consciousness will be brought to life through your unwavering commitment to the belief that you are already what you aspire to be. This encapsulates the essence of completeness. This is what integrity signifies. It denotes the surrender of your entire self to the feeling of the wish fulfilled with the conviction that this new state of consciousness is a transformative renewal of the mind. In the realm of nature, there exists no order akin to this voluntary submission of the self to an ideal beyond the self. Therefore, it is the pinnacle of folly to anticipate the embodiment of a new and elevated self-concept through a natural evolutionary progression. What necessitates a state of consciousness to yield its impact evidently cannot be achieved without such a state of consciousness. In your capacity to assume the feeling of a grander existence, embracing a novel self-concept, you possess what the rest of nature lacks, an imagination, a tool with which you shape your reality. The alterations occurring in your life due to your shifted self-perception always appear to the uninformed as outcomes not of a change in your consciousness but of chance, external causation, or mere coincidence. Nevertheless, the exclusive destiny dictating your life is the destiny shaped by your own concepts, your own assumptions. An assumption, even if incorrect, when sustained, transforms into a reality. The ideal you pursue and aspire to attain will not materialize, will not be actualized by you until you have envisioned that you already embody that ideal. There is no alternative for you except through a profound psychological metamorphosis of yourself, except through your adoption of the feeling that your desire has already been accomplished. Consequently, the pivotal test of your imaginative capacity lies in the tangible outcomes or achievements. Your stance toward yourself is the linchpin of everything. What you do not affirm as true for yourself can never be manifested by you, as this mindset alone is the essential prerequisite for reaching your objective. Each transformation is rooted in suggestion and can only transpire when you are wholly receptive to an influence. You must yield to your ideal as a woman surrenders to love, as complete self-abandonment is the route to union with your ideal. Assume the sensation of the desire already fulfilled until your assumption possesses the sensory vividness of reality. Picture yourself already undergoing what you desire. In essence, assume the feeling of the fulfillment of your desire until you are enveloped by that feeling. This sensation eradicates all other notions from your consciousness. A person who is not prepared for the conscious leap into assuming the desire fulfilled, with the conviction that it is the sole path to realizing their dream, is not yet ready to consistently abide by the law of assumption. While it is undeniable that they unconsciously live by the law of assumption, for those embracing this principle, they are ready to live consciously, assuming that their desire has already come to fruition. The journey of life begins to ascend to a higher plane of existence. You must adopt an elevated perception of yourself. If you do not envision yourself differently than you are, you will persist in your current state. For if you do not believe that I am, you will perish in your shortcomings. If you do not believe that you are the person you aspire to be, then you will endure as you currently are. Through devoted and systematic nurturing of the feeling of the desire fulfilled, the desire itself becomes the pledge of its own realization. The assumption of the feeling of the desire fulfilled transforms the future dream into a present reality. Now, let us enter into silence.